Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to take a look at how to get the combat shield gold in Call of Duty Vanguard. I had a couple of people ask me on my knife video if I can now cover the combat shield, and after using the combat shield and pretty much getting it gold, like I need a couple more stun kills and a couple more sliding kills I think, but other than that I pretty much got it gold. It shouldn't take me too much longer from here on out to get it gold, so I'm going to bring you guys the best tips and tricks for that. Quickly before we do jump into it, if you are new around it, be sure to subscribe to the channel, notifications turn, so there's any more videos on the channel, Call of Duty tips and tricks, class out videos, camo guides, all that sort of stuff, so make sure you are sub and notifications turn on. If you do enjoy it, smash the thumbs up and let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. If you've got any more questions or anything else you do want me to cover, please do let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to get to those as soon as possible. But I'm going to jump straight into the video. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly the same as we did with the knife video and just come onto the camos, talk about them, the best game modes, the best ways to play it out. And as you can see, I am getting through the camos now. I know the best ways to get all these sorts of things, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. The first one is going to be eliminations. You only have to get 50, very easy to do. My biggest advice with the shield is play hardcore. I started on core like an absolute idiot and then realized it's a 2-hit kill. I didn't clock that it was a 2-hit kill. Whereas in hardcore, obviously, it's just the one shot. The only problem with playing hardcore is, again, your one shot as well. So it sort of balances out a little bit more. It's a little bit more frustrating to use, which is why the knife's a little bit easier, because you're in core. You can get out of gunfights because you can take a couple of bullets, whereas in hardcore, you can't. It is a little bit more frustrating. But the 50 eliminations is just one that's going to come as you're doing the rest of it. Believe me, it's going to take a lot more than 50 kills to get the stuns, the slides, the double kills, all that sort of stuff as well. So the eliminations is just one that's going to do itself, and you haven't really got to think about it too much. Then you got the surgical ones, which are going to be 30 backstabber medals. Basically, again, backstab is the same as the knife. If your opponent's facing this way and you're stood behind them, you hit them from the back. That is how you get the backstabbers. As you see, I've got 28. I haven't really been trying for this, but it's very easy to do. It's one that's just going to happen because the amount of times someone will run out in front of you and you'll chase after them and you'll hit them in the back is going to be so often that it's going to happen. And also, the one thing I will recommend is trying to get behind your opponents a lot of the time with a shield, because even though you have a shield, when you're running at them, it just completely doesn't cover you at all. You are literally a full target to be shot at. So what I do recommend is trying to get round behind your enemies as much as you can anyway. So your backstabber medal should come whilst you're playing like that anyway. So that's one that's just going to help you out. But if you are struggling with this one, for example, if this is the last one you need to get for whatever reason and you're really struggling with it, what I'd recommend doing is just sitting in a corner, like next to a door, as people go running through it, like a door that you know a lot of people are going to go running through. As someone goes running through it, just chase after them, kill them from behind when they do stop running, just catch up with them, kill them from behind. You're going to get a backstabber medal. It's going to make it a little bit easier for you to do it that way. The next one is going to be the Predatory Ambition, which is getting 30 slide kills. This one's a little bit more frustrating. I probably should have done this ages ago, like the amount of times I've been sliding. So when you're sliding and you aim it, or you try to hit your opponent, sometimes if you slide directly into your opponent, you're going to hit them. And as you hit them, you stop sliding. So then you're crouched and you kill them. It doesn't count as a slide kill. Other times you'll slide past your opponents. You'll quite clearly hit them, but it doesn't register that you've hit them, and then it's not going to count that way either. So this one sort of is a little bit of luck, as well as just keep trying. So one thing I've been trying with this recently, since I've been specifically going for slide kills a little bit more, is everyone I'm seeing here, whether I'm killing them from behind, whether I'm killing from the side, in front of them, I'm just sliding into them. It also gives you a good bit of cover. When you are sliding, you can still cover yourself rather than sprinting, because as I said, when you're sprinting, the shield moves out of the way, so you're a full target to hit, whereas as you slide, it still pulls the shield up and you're still covered, so you can slide into them with the shield and then hit them, and that extra little boost from the slide is going to get you into your opponents a little bit faster, giving you a better chance to hit them with a slide as well. So again, this one, if you're struggling, just start sliding into every single kill that you're getting. It's going to make it a little bit of a faster process. If you see someone that's not playing, slide into them. If you see someone that you're going in from behind, slide into the behind of them, get the backstabber and the slide. And if you're stunning someone, slide into them to be able to get that kill as well. So just try and slide into every single kill that you get until this is done. That's going to be the only way of doing it. Like I said, you're going to miss some that you should be hitting. Sometimes you're going to hit your opponent and stop sliding and be crouched and hit them, and it's just a little bit frustrating to get done, but there's no other real fast way of doing it other than just trying to slide into every single gunfight. The shield is just annoying to do. It's just a bit of a pain. It's a little bit frustrating, and it's not the easiest thing to get done, but I'm sure you'll, just by sliding into your opponents. Double kills. So double kills are really, really frustrating, and the reason for this is the amount of times I'll be near someone and I could get a double kill. So I'll hit their opponent, or I'll hit their teammate, I get one of them, and then I go to hit them. But one, it doesn't hit fast enough. Like, you with the knife, you can go bang, 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 over and over again. With a shield, you hit someone, and you have to wait like a second, and then you can hit again. You have to wait a second, and then you can hit again. So if you take out an opponent, and then you go to hit someone, but you're a little bit too far away, you missed the first one, you have to wait another second, and then you can hit them, and by that time, the double kill doesn't count. And this one's really frustrating. The best advice that I have for this one is play Blitz, like hardcore Blitz on hard point, domination, and patrol, and just play for the point. Just run into the hard point. If you can try and get behind the enemy team, it's a better way of doing it, but try and play for the point, or near the point, or like where you know enemies are going to sort of be sat looking at the point. Try and wrap behind them, try and just find two of them together, stun them both so they can't turn around and kill you very quickly, and then try and get both of them. This one is a little bit frustrating, and it might take a little while to get this one done, but like I say, my best advice is Blitz, hardpoint, and patrol. They're probably the best two game modes, not domination too much, but when you know your opponent is sat watching the hardpoint, try and wrap behind them rather than getting in the hardpoint, because if you're in the hardpoint, you're going to get shot from behind, your teammate might end up killing you, and it just gets a little bit frustrating because you're not covered that well with the shield. The shield doesn't seem to cover you that well in general, even if you're literally crouch walking towards someone. It doesn't seem to cover you that well, and it's really frustrating. The shield just isn't great this year round, but double kills are just sort of ones that you're going to have to try and position yourself, try and find two opponents that are next to each other, stun them both so they can't turn around and get the double kill. And double kill is also luck on your opponents, of course. As much as you can try for double kills, if two players aren't next to each other, and you can't get the double kills. But this one's just sort of going to come as it comes. You just have to play the game every time you see two people next to each other. Like, that's why I say play Blitz, because there's a lot of the time there is two people next to each other more often than if it's in a 6v6 or the 10v10. If you're playing one of the biggest game modes you can possibly play and there's a lot of people on the map, there's a good chance there are going to be two enemies in close proximity to each other, meaning that you can get a double kill a little bit easier. And then finally is the stuns. I have probably got about 50 to 60 stun kills, and that's just the reality of it. I've probably got about 50 or 60 stun kills and it's counted 8. It's not counted properly. It is bugged. It doesn't count as many as you can do. It's exactly the same with the knife. So if you think I'm getting stun kills here and they're not registering, you probably are, and they probably just aren't registering. It's so frustrating how many times I've got stun kills. I played one game where a couple of the enemy teammates who didn't even know who I was, they just saw I was going for the right shield. They just kept running to me, stopping. I could throw the stun down, and I was stunning both of them and killing them, getting double kills and stun kills. And I got about 10 double kills and about 15 stun kills. 3 double kills counted and 2 stun kills counted. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. The biggest bit of advice that I do have for this one, though, is run supply boxes. So when you do run out of stuns, you can put another one on. Run the perk, the third perk that does allow you to have your, I think it's tactician or whatever it's called, and then it will allow your tactical to restock every 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds, you get another stun. Because the amount of times I'd throw my stun and I'd waste it, and then because I haven't got a stun, I can't then stun the next enemy I see. It was so frustrating. But once I had a supply box and I had tactician on, it was a lot easier. I could be able to get a lot more stuns, and just every gunfight or every time I saw someone, I could stun them and try and get the kill. But the other thing that I will recommend is standing next to your opponent. If you see someone stood still or not playing, or you can get behind them, literally get stunned with them. Put the perk on so that the stun doesn't affect you, and as soon as you stun them, as soon as that stun goes off and you feel that, like, you can see the dazed effect or you get the hit marker, then you want to kill them. And when the shake it off medal comes up on screen, that's how you know you have done it. And that is the easiest way of doing it. A lot of people are saying, Harry, if you stun yourself and the opponent, it seems to track more times than not. So that's probably your best bet. Try and stun yourself and your opponent. It's going to give you the best outcome and the best chance of hitting your opponents. And like I say, I've done this so many times. So if you find that you are getting kills that are stunned and they're not counting, that probably is the case. I've done so many stun kills that just haven't counted, whereas some people have counted straight away. And of course, once you've done that, you'll get the gold riot shield, and then once you have done that, you will get the diamond riot shield with the knife as well. If you want to go check out the knife video, I'll leave that in the info card in the top right, so you can go and check that out as well. But if this video has helped you out, if it has, be sure to smash the thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Like I said, if you've got any more questions or anything you do want me to cover, please do let me know in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel notifications, so I'll make sure you can do that. If you want to go check out my Twitch link where we're streaming the camera grind every single day, go and check my link out in the description. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you in the next one in a bit.